let's move on now to our game preview. Vikings versus the Bears. This game is also at Soldier Field. Another divisional game for the Bears. Again, we're talking about the gauntlet. They're in the thick of it right now.
Yeah.
Justin, I'm going to ask you about another Justin. Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
How do the Bears stop an unstoppable force? In essence, I know I'm not very good with, science. I never was great at it in school. But, the theory of the immovable object versus the unstoppable force.
Yeah.
But right now it is a very movable object versus an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
How do we stop that unstoppable force?
Man, I almost want to say you have to double coverage this guy. It's and honestly, it's crazy enough that we are really worried about the Vikings and they're really this good because there's no expectation of that, especially after Kirk Cousins had left in the offseason. But we're gonna have to do a lot of double coverage. And I was watching the Chargers-Bengals game last night, and one thing that the Chargers did really well, even though it was Chase really still tearing them up offensively, is they did a lot of zone and a lot of coverage around him. At least two guys in the vicinity, really making sure that he could only go, that Jamar Chase can only go above the top and not get out far down deep in the field. And I think we will need to replicate some of that as well and be able to slow him down. I'm not saying we're going to completely lock him up because I don't think there's anybody on our team that can lock up this superstar. But we need to slow him down. We need to be able to make sure that he doesn't that he gets short gains on after his catches and just slow him down as much as you can. You do not want him to get what game was it when he got that 70-yarder or something?
Talking about against the 49ers where he had the 95-yard touchdown?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
We don't want that. We don't want that at all. So it is going to be super, super important and really key that we just keep him slowed down.
Yeah.
We don't allow him to score any touchdowns. We're not going to stop him from getting his yards, but you don't want him to get one or two or three big plays. We know what happens when the Bears, when big plays happens versus the Bears should just shut down. So that's our only chance to contain him in this game.
I think when it comes to Justin Jefferson, I have two main thoughts. You could go the Bill Belichick route, which was they're going to double team their number one, and they're going to put their best corner on their number two.
Yeah.
So you would have Jalen Johnson on Jordan Addison, and then you would put maybe Tyreek Stevenson and Kevin Byard on Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Or, and this is probably the idea I prefer more, because clearly I know more about football than Bill Belichick. He only has 8 more Super Bowls than I do. Or what you could do is Jalen Johnson, Justin Jefferson, one-on-one.
Okay.
And then you have Kevin Byard. You roll over the coverage to have Kevin Byard over the top. So you say, all right, Jalen Johnson, we trust you to go one-on-one, but we have that safety net of Kevin Byard at the free safety spot just in case he pulls a Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Right? I think Jalen Johnson is one of the few corners on planet Earth that can hold a candle to Justin Jefferson, who for my money is the best wide receiver in the NFL. Jamar Chase is getting close, and he's had some great games this year. For my money, Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver on the planet.
For sure.
Jalen Johnson is pretty dang close to being the best corner on the planet. This is going to be a great matchup. I would trust Jalen Johnson to go one-on-one with Justin Jefferson while having some help. Some help.
Yeah, he needs
not a
help.
lot.
Yeah.
You need a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe roll coverages over, everything like that. But again, you can't let Justin Jefferson beat you. If Justin Jefferson has a $150 and 2 touchdowns, we lost.
We're cooked.
We lost.
Yeah, we're cooked.
Additionally, I think you need to pay respects to Jordan Addison.
Yes, that
Aaron
too.
Aaron Jones, he's quite familiar with the Bears, playing all those years in Green Bay. But the key, I think, for this Vikings offense is they're a much worse unit when Sam Darnold is turning over the football.
Yes.
When he gets trigger happy and he starts throwing interceptions or he starts being careless with the football, there is a way to beat the Packers. I'm sorry, the Vikings. I'm so caught up on the Packers game, guys.
Yeah.
There is a way to beat the Vikings when you get turnovers.
Yeah.
So I think that if the Bears are going to dominate this Vikings offense, you need to have Sam Darnold throw a couple of those passes. You need to pick them off, and you need to create points off of turnovers.
You do.
Yeah. So that's just Jefferson, the offense. Offensively against this Vikings defense, what do you think the Bears need to do? Because the Vikings run a lot of exotic looks.
Yeah.
They're going to blitz everybody. They're going to send the free safety and drop the D tackle. They're going to, drop both edge rushers and loop the D tackle. They're going to have so many complex and complicated formations and fronts and simulated pressures and coverages. What is the key for the Bears to take advantage of that and beat this Vikings defense?
Man, I would say, that's a very good question. Their defense this year has been extremely tough. And I think also as well, to give more credit to the Vikings, obviously this was not the team that we all expected for them to have this high of a winning record. And I can't believe in one of our questions that we had, like, I'm saying this in 2024, can our defense contain Sam Darnold? It's just something that I didn't think I would say unless I was playing like Madden 25 on a simulator or something, and we had just like boosted his stats all the way up.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Mike, I think the best way for us to be able to kind of get through this Vikings defense is let's do our run game. And even in the past, maybe not against Washington, but maybe not against New England either. But yesterday's game, it showed a difference. Like when we have the DeAndre Swifts of the world going and being on fire, we're really, really good. And I think that's going to be a huge key factor in order for us to really be able to win the game. I also think as well with this I'm not saying, and I'm the same, like I didn't know, sorry, I'm rambling right now. When I asked you the question about Thomas Brown being legit, I agree with you. I think he is not there yet, and this would be a true test. But I also feel like with having another game that allows Caleb to be comfortable, it allows him to be able to run the plays that he is comfortable with, or just being able to not have the stress of Shane Waldron on his back. I definitely think we'll be able to get away with a couple of throws, but I definitely think this might just be a run game, a heavy run game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want Caleb Williams to get massacred.
No, you don't.
I think the key in this game is going to be not only on the head of Caleb Williams, but on Thomas Brown. They have to communicate throughout the week their protection packages because, like I said, the Vikings run so many exotic looks. It's almost Steve Spagnuolo-esque where you never quite know if that linebacker is going to blitz, if that nickel corner is going to blitz, if that DN is going to drop in coverage. So the Bears have to communicate beautifully. Are they slide protecting? Are they half sliding? Are they bringing in the tight end to block? Is DeAndre Swift going to help? Is he going to chip? Who is going to block who?
Yeah.
They need to be on the same page with that because if they if they slide the wrong way, Cam Bynum's going to come off the edge and obliterate Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Or, Jonathan Grenard, who's having an excellent year from the Houston Texans, he is going to blow past Braxton Jones or Darnell Wright and right to Caleb Williams. So they need to align their protections beautifully.
Yeah.
On top of that, they need to have quick outlets for Caleb Williams. Get the ball out now. Don't wait. Don't sit. Get the ball. Go, go, go.
Yep, I agree. I
don't think the strength of this Vikings defense is their defensive backfield. I'm sorry, more so their corner room. I think they have good safeties, but I think their corners are not the best. So get the ball quick, get the ball efficiently, know who's blocking who. That's number one. Running the ball, I totally agree. I think if they are unable to run the ball, because this defense thrives when they are rushing the passer.
Yep.
They wreak havoc. So if you're in obvious passing situations, if it's 3rd and 12, if it's 2nd and 20, they know you're going to throw the ball. They're going to just pin their ears back and they're going to go right after Caleb Williams.
Yep.
One thing they did well against the Packers is they stayed out of those obvious passing situations. It was a lot of 3rd and 2, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 4, whatever, where you can run the ball. Not 3rd and 12 where everybody in the stadium knows you're going to throw the ball. So stay out of those obvious passing situations with the running game, with the protections. And again, I thought Thomas Brown did a good job of it yesterday. Let's see it now. Now it's like in a video game, right? You progress speed a little bit. You beat the tutorial.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna throw you into the fire and see if you survive. All right.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's call a score prediction, and I feel like I know both of our scores because we literally just said they're not going to win. So I'll go first. I definitely think this would be a close one, but I think at the end of the day, we are not ready yet as a team to really start winning, at least not for a playoff run. So I'm going to say the Bears are going to lose this one to the Vikings 24-19.
24-19 is good. I was just looking up the weather just to see.
Oh, if it's going to be like a freezing cold game.
No, it's going to be 48 degrees. I was going to say maybe if it was like freezing,
Sure,
the Vikings playing a dome. No. I think the Bears do lose this game. The Vikings, again, have been one of the best teams in the NFL so far this year. I'm going to go 24-17.
Okay.
It feels I just looked up the Vegas line. Right now the Vikings are only favored by 3.5. Which tells you, that they'd probably be 6-7 point favorites at home. This game's in Chicago, of course.
Yeah.
So 3.5 point favorites. I think that they cover. I think they beat the Bears. What did I say? I said 24-17. 24-17.
Yeah.
I think that checks out. I think they beat the Bears, and the Bears then would lose their 5th straight game?
Yeah.
6th straight game?
Yeah. Yep. I think it's 5th.
Let's check it out. Let's do some math here. Let's count up the losses with me. All right. So we beat the Jaguars, Commanders, Cardinals, Patriots, Packers. That would be number 5. So, yeah, it would be mighty rough in Chicago. 5 straight losses in the middle of the year. This is terrible. But after the Vikings game, turn around quick, short rest, then they got to go to Detroit on Thanksgiving.
Oh, just enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner.
Just turn off the TV. Just enjoy.
Or watch another game. But I think that whole
the other game sucks. The other game is Giants Cowboys. It's going to be Tommy DeVito versus Cooper Rush.
Oh gosh, don't.
Jeez
Yeah,
Louise.
just
you don't have to watch football this Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I guess.
Enjoy time with your family.
Yeah, eat some
cook,
turkey. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about politics.
No, yeah.
Don't talk about the election. But have fun.
Have fun.
And eat a lot of food, gain a lot of weight.
Yeah.
You can work it off in 2025. So,
for sure. Yeah.
Diet starts tomorrow. Everybody knows that. All right.
Oh, yep.
Let's go ahead and wrap the show up, Justin.
Man, thank you guys so much for all for watching and giving all your support. I'm hoping that maybe we'll be able to talk about a Bears win before the end of the season, but I don't know. I'm not a betting man. So
probably not.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for our next episode next week as we give our recap against the Vikings. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week.